Disney's questionable ending to the Book of Boba Fett presented problems for The Mandalorian Season 3. The franchise's unrelenting focus on Din Djarin and Grogu not only detracted from Boba Fett's arc but also highlighted a critical assumption. With The Mandalorian Season 3 set to release in February 2023, Disney will be forced to address the unnecessarily connected storylines of the two shows, or else create potential confusion for many viewers. Despite the positive reception enjoyed by The Mandalorian, Disney's second foray into the live-action Star Wars space was met with considerably less acclaim, as the Book of Boba Fett struggled to maintain a central narrative and instead relied on appearances from the Din Djarin and Grogu. However, aside from compromising Boba Fett's story, this approach also presents future problems for The Mandalorian. A key plot point in the Book of Boba Fett was seeing Grogu reject the Jedi and choose to return to Mando. Given that The Mandalorian Season 2 ended with a heartfelt separation, any Mandalorian viewers unfamiliar with the Book of Boba Fett will therefore be shocked to see the pair back together with little explanation. By choosing to connect the two shows so closely, the Book of Boba Fett has created an awkward hurdle for The Mandalorian Season 3. Book of Boba Fett should have saved Mando's story. The fact that Boba's storyline was given such a limited run makes Mando's inclusion that much more puzzling, especially considering there are no confirmed plans for the Book of Boba Fett Season 2. As enthralling as it was to see other characters like Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka Tano, and Cad Bane make appearances in the Book of Boba Fett, a glaring over-reliance on familiarity and the bankable nature of nostalgia continues to permeate Disney-era Star Wars stories. Ahsoka's inclusion was logical given her upcoming show, but shoehorning a Skywalker in both of the live-action series was forced, especially considering Grogu chooses to return to Din anyway. Having made the choice to continue Din and Grogu's story in the Book of Boba Fett instead of saving this arc for The Mandalorian Season 3, Disney is operating under the presumption that audiences will have seen both shows. While this could be the case for most viewers, Disney runs the risk of alienating an entire sect of audience members. Perhaps there was thoughtful intent behind the Book of Boba Fett's narrative, as a Grogu and Mando reunion was always inevitable. However, by showing this moment outside the main Mandalorian series, Disney has potentially left many viewers in the dark. The Book of Boba Fett was secretly The Mandalorian Season 2.5, while the move to heavily feature Mando in the Book of Boba Fett was welcomed by some and scrutinized by others. The show was always intended as a continuation of The Mandalorian. Speaking to Digital Spy, Ming-Na Wen revealed that she was kept in the dark about the true nature of the show when filming. However divisive this narrative choice may have been, it's evident that Disney's focus is centered around The Mandalorian and the child with their new age of Star Wars storytelling. Ultimately, there's still a place for the fan service prevalent in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, so long as Disney remains committed to more self-contained projects like Andor. The search for balance has always been a core Star Wars theme, so it's important that Disney can take that message to heart.